Welcome to a little bit of everything with T.O. I'm Mr. Everything.
It's your boy T.O. And
Maria.
what we need them to do, Arya, say like, share,
Share,
subscribe.
subscribe.
Yay!
That's right. That's right. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, of course, YouTube. Now, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all under a little bit of everything with T.O. Check us out. All right, for today, we got Pacers Thunder, of course, Jay-Z's big bet, a little football news, a little ice news, the Diddy trial, and a comparison on Father's Day to Mother's Day.
Okay, I like that. It's gonna be some good topic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, of course, we're going to start off with the Knicks. I'm sorry, with the Pacers Thunder.
Man, I was talking cash here too. Cash stuff.
Oops.
Man,
I mean, I told you, man. They play different basketball in Indiana. Jeff T was saying on Club 520, it's like when they go to Indiana, somebody turns all their sliders up.
but that's what it was. It was like a team. They actually played like a whole team, including bench. Cause like, honestly, I would say 70% of the time, I still thought OKC was gonna win the game.
Yeah,
Just that their bench couldn't give you nothing. And Shea was tired, man. He was doing all he had to do. I mean,
and
not Shea Snake.
it was crazy because I was a little late. Like, I think I tapped in like right after halftime. And I think the Pacers were down like 4 when I lit into it. Before you know it, they never fell behind again. Like, right now, everybody's giving all the credit to Mathurin because, of course,
Nah, they felt like
he came up
nah,
big
they
with.
felt,
No, I'm saying he came up big, the high scorer of the game with 27 points. Like, watching that second half, TJ McConnell was the difference maker.
no, I'm talking about second half, nigga, second quarter. It started from the literally, it started from the second quarter, bro. Like, it got to a point I was finna say, leave Holly on the bench, because it's gonna mess up the momentum, bro. Like, boy was doing everything. I'm talking about steals, rebounds, assists, like, gave you 10 points, but like he was doing everything, boy. He had that place rocking.
10 points, 5 assists, 5 steals. TJ McConnell, not to say he was the best player of the game, of course not, but his impact was amazing.
He had the most impact on that game. Facts. If he didn't play last night, they wouldn't have won that game.
But that's one thing TJ McConnell been doing, just like a lot like Caruso. They're not your best players. They're not going to lead any particular statistic, but they are going to be impactful throughout the game.
And I gotta have one on my team. I'm telling you, I gotta have one of them type players.
You got to. You got to. That's one reason the Warriors have been so successful because they've been having Draymond. It's
Facts.
somebody gonna be that dog for you, no matter the numbers.
Uh-huh. That's fact. They gonna do everything.
All right, so let's get into the numbers. Of course, Mathurin with 27, Halliburton 22, Siakam 21. Miles Turner only had 9 points, but came up big in block shots, of course. And he's actually leading the playoffs in block shots right now. Nimhard only had 8 points. Naismith had 7. And of course, McConnell had his 10 and Toppin had his 8. And this is the first time I've seen less than 5 players getting double figures for the Pacers. And they still pulled out the win. Now let's go into the other side. Chet Holmgren, 20 and 10. Jalen Williams, 26 and 6. Jay, 24. Pedestrian, like 24. 8 rebounds. Lou Dort, 12 and 4. Wallace, 7 and 4. Russo, of course, 8, 5, and 4. Now, one thing I did not mention was Halliburton having 22, 11, and 9. 1 rebound short of a triple-double.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference in OKC this game?
Simply the bench. The bench give you a little more. They don't even got to give you what the Pacers gave you. They give you a little more what they did. I still think OKC win that game.
I mean,
Nate was tired, bro.
Both teams only had 4 players in double figures. Shea was 9 for 20, which in my opinion is an efficient night for Shea because it's about 46, 48%. Like, Shea has still been efficient. Like, I feel like all 3 games in this series, he's been pretty efficient. But the one thing they did do, they attacked him defensively. and force him to make other players
They was
come.
doubling him all night, bruh.
They made sure if they were to win, it was because of the other players. That was one big thing. And like I said, in that second half, especially the fourth quarter, when Miles Turner came back in the game, everything like stopped. Like Chet Holmgren had opportunities, but Miles Turner was there. Miles Turner ended up with 5 blocks, and like the majority were in the fourth quarter. Like they were even saying, like if Miles Turner's come back in the game, he has to defend because obviously Miles Turner has not had a very good scoring in this series. He was only 3 for 11, but his block shots came up key in the victory.
I thought he was gonna have a good scoring night how he started off, but just didn't pan out.
Yeah, it was. Mathurin was dominant, 9 for 12,
That boy nice. That boy nice
and like
all around.
he's one of those like a Caruso, McConnell, as far as toughness, as far as dog. So a lot of
Mhm.
they were saying he's one of those that kind of gets in foul trouble sometimes because he's so aggressive, which
Yeah.
takes him out of the game. With him being in the game, man, this is his second playoff game where he's done this. He did it in one game against the Knicks, just took over.
Boy, the boy
I,
like that. The boy nice.
he definitely is. He definitely is. Like, the only downside of this game for them really was the 3-point shot. They shot 33%, and Miles Turner being 3 for 11. On the other hand, OKC shot 45% from the 3-point line and lost.
They shot what? I'm sorry, what percentage?
45%.
Sheesh.
And
And lost.
now I would say one thing was that Halliburton stepped up
He
aggressive.
definitely was more aggressive. He definitely was more aggressive. He heard the talk.
Right. He knew what he
He
needed to
heard
do.
the talk. Yes,
That also comes with Rick Carlisle being such a great and legendary coach.
Nah, he told him what he say. We got them. Shay gonna get his. We start Shay. We good. And that shit panned out like that. They stopped Shay and they won.
So Pacers are now up 2-1 going
Mhm.
game 4 in Indiana once again. There's no telling what could happen.
So what you thinking now? You saying it's over now? You already had them winning, but you saying it's over now? 2-1.
Um, the Thunder can't lose game 4
Nah, hell nah, hell nah. Boy,
because
they lose game 4. It's over.
even if you're the better team, winning 3 straight in the playoffs and the finals is very difficult.
I guess a team like the Pacers, knowing all they got to do is get one.
And at any time, a superstar player, well, I'm sorry, not superstar player, any player. No, I'm saying any player on the team like can have a great night. We just
Nah,
saw
for sure.
Mathurin.
Anyway,
Siakam can do it. Halliburton can do it. Nimhard has
but
done. Naismith might fall and do it. Like it's a dangerous team, man, because you never know. You can't just try to stop one person. You can't.
we've been saying that anytime somebody step down, you got two who gonna step up and like, we got your back.
So I would say the Pacers have the advantage going into game 4, but the Thunder can't lose it. They can't lose it. I'm really
They lose
to.
this one. Woo.
I'm really like. I want to say Pacers, but with it being the Thunder's back against the wall, I'm not sure.
I like that. I'm thinking OKC gonna win it for sure because they know they got to. But I'm glad that you thinking the same thing pretty much.
Yeah, it's.
Music to my ears. Come on.
I
Come
never.
on.
I didn't pick. Relax. I didn't pick.
But I can hear it in your voice. I hear it in your voice. You think
No,
like,
I really feel like the Pacers can win that game. It's just any NBA team in this situation, especially as talented as the Thunder are, it's like I don't know. They can't, bro. If they lose, the Pacers are the NBA champions.
that's gonna be crazy. If they don't win the ring this year, I don't think they're gonna win one. I know they probably still considered the best team overall, but I just think with their luck and their history and the NBA guys, if they don't take it this one, bro, they're gonna be like, man, y'all don't deserve it.
And I like you're right. I think they will be favorites for next season if they don't win this season. Yeah, I don't know, man. It, they got the team. This is like the perfect time for them to win it. The perfect time.
It is like I'm like literally the perfect time. Like y'all got to seize the moment. Y'all got to take the ring this year because if y'all don't, bro, we already talked about how hard it is to get a ring.
And even
This is
like
the perfect opportunity.
leading into the playoffs, you're thinking they're either gonna have to play Boston or the Cavs or the Knicks, and it ends up being the Pacers, and it's like I picked the Pacers with my heart. my brain was telling me, okay, see, easy, but
Oh, you
you know,
ain't never say that. I'm glad to hear that.
I said, I picked the Pacers, but I wouldn't bet against the Thunder. Absolutely, if my money was on table, I'm betting Thunder,
I
but I
like
would
it.
tell risky gamblers to pick Pacers.
Yeah. I mean, I do stuff like that anyway. I ain't gonna put all my money on it, but I'm gonna take the underdog for sure every time.
If you bet the Pacers, you with a nice amount of money, you can change your future a little bit. Unless you bet like Jay-Z who lost $1 million.
Woo! Game 5? He said, oh, with by game 5? Gentlemen, sweet. I said they got at least, did I say they got 2 in them?
Yeah, they got two. You
Yeah, I
said
said they got at least 2 in them. Like, woo.
you said Thunder and
Yeah,
six.
I said Thunder and 6. I said possibly go 7, but Thunder and 6. Yep. So,
Yeah, you
yeah,
did. So
Jay
Jay-Z
Z
lost
was tripping. I know he rich and all, but him, game 5,
$1 million down the drain.
like literally, you couldn't have been watching basketball. You just saw some shit like, oh, you know what I mean? I
And
think the
it's not
Pacers,
like
I got good.
I'm pretty sure the odds aren't any better than betting on the Pacers. There's no way. There's no way.
Mm-mm.
No way.
Mm-mm. Nah. Yeah, no.
So Jay-Z, of course, loses $1 million betting on the Thunder winning 4-1. Now to Kevin Durant via
Uh-oh.
Shams at ESPN. The Phoenix
Uh-oh.
The Phoenix Suns and Kevin Durant's business partner Rich Kleiman are sorting through trade options, with interested teams mainly featuring Houston, San Antonio, Minnesota, Miami, and New York. Now, all the other stories that are coming out is pretty much San Antonio's a done deal. They're just waiting for draft week.
That's what I've been saying. I'm like, ooh, Joe would get his wish.
I want him in San Antonio. Now, don't get me wrong,
Mm.
Houston, Miami needs somebody.
That'd
The
be
New
sick.
the New York thing, I don't think the New York has enough for them because New York gave all their draft picks for Mikal Bridges. Unless you're gonna give Towns and Bridges for KD, and I don't think that's a good trade on New York's end. I mean, of course, KD is a game.
Yeah, I feel like, man, if I say Miami, man.
That's what
I
Miami.
mean, but we already know, we say we see that it's leaning towards San Antonio, but I'm just saying, I'm talking about like the best fit, I think, Miami.
I think it's San Antonio. Like I do, because
Oh, it's
KD.
a done deal. It's looking like it's on the writing's on the wall now, but
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, it definitely does look like that. And then even then, KD is no matter where you put him at this point, KD's career, just give him the ball when you feel like it. He's going to knock down shots. He's going to get to his
no, for
spot,
sure.
make things happen. So it's not like KD's never been a player that dribble down court and take up 20 seconds off the shot clock. He's going to go ahead and get his and keep it moving. So I think I like all those except for I don't want him to go to the Knicks.
I don't see the Knicks. Like, I don't that fit don't seem like I understand Brunson do what he do, but like out of all the teams you can go to, that's probably the least place I would go to. Like if I was him. That's the
And
last
then
place I would go.
if he goes to San Antonio or Miami, then there's no state tax. So that's definitely a
That's
benefit.
what I'm thinking about. So I'm thinking about like out of the two, like I get what you're saying. He look good when being Fox and all them. I like that. I really do. But I just have to choose Miami, dog. Hero Bam in Miami.
Well, speaking on not liking him in New York, I think that's for both of us. The New York Knicks reached out to Minnesota for permission to speak to their coach, Chris Finch. They reached out to the Houston Rockets to speak to Ime Udoka. They reached out to the Dallas Mavericks to speak to Jason Kidd, and they were denied at all three teams.
They the ugly girl at the party, boy, like trying too hard and nobody giving them a chance. Like, dang, boy, y'all messed up. Should have stayed with your last boyfriend.
I really feel like they're gonna have to either go Malone, Budenholzer, but personally, I would love for them to go to Mark Jackson, who has no chance of getting a job. It seems like in the NBA.
Why they keep playing with him? It's like, and nobody really like study. Everybody know that they playing with him, but nobody really, that's all they say was, I don't know why they keep playing with him, why he ain't getting no chance to be at least assistant coach. But like, this shit need to be studied for real, for real. Like, it makes zero sense.
Like, what did he do to somebody? Like, what happened?
10 years, he had to do something to somebody.
He
10 years,
he
bro.
he was the one that put Steph, Clay, and Draymond together. Well, he was a major part of that. He was the head coach that built Steve Kerr's original championship team. And then, in my personal opinion, when you're a sports analyst after being a player and a coach, or in the front office, you'll not just get hired because your job is to watch film.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I tell my brother all the time, if I owned the NFL team, Louis Riddick would be running my football operations. Because, he's done this before. He played football. He was in the front office, and he is the front office guy for ESPN. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, someone like Mark Jackson, who has basketball experience at a high level, one of the best point guards of his time, pure point guard, and also coached at a high level, helped build the Warriors dynasty, and the analyst. Like, you can't make it make sense. You can't.
That's a good point, Joe. That's a good take. I like that.
Like, but yeah, I think it'll have to be Mike Malone or Budenholzer
Most
at this
likely.
point, because you're not
Yeah.
stealing. You're not stealing nobody coach.
No, they don't give a fuck if they're first year coach, rookie, ain't never played basketball, none. They don't care about none of that. You ain't getting nobody.
And even
If he part of the team, assistant coach, he just a position coach. They ain't nobody giving up shit.
they not. It's like you said, they the ugly girl at the party.
Like, damn.
But they
Y'all
the
should
pretty.
stay with y'all man.
They the pretty girl smoking cigarettes because they got what you would like to coach, but it's just something off.
Real talk though. Real talk. He said he would get coach at least another year.
Yeah, I did.
A chance.
I would have too, bro. Like if the Knicks lose to the Pacers, you haven't fired Thibodeau yet, and now you see what's happening. That's even more reason not to fire Thibodeau. They're beating the best team in basketball somehow, some way.
Mm-hmm. They were there feeling stupid, man.
That was ridiculous. The one
You
thing I
think they
would,
sent
huh?
I was gonna say you think they sent that text out, hey big head? Oh, it's over.
You talk about the Thibodeau thing. What they should have did, they should have sat Thibodeau down and look, you can't run these guys 35 to 40 minutes every night of the season or in the playoffs. Playoffs made because they're gonna get their rest or like during the season if you play them like the normal NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can understand playoffs to a point, or at least a couple guys.
If you need them, it's go time now. Yeah, if you need them, yeah.
But regular season, you're gonna make the playoffs. You expect to make it far. You don't need them playing 40 minutes. You shouldn't have two players in the top 5 in minutes played during the season. I think that's what should have happened. They should have had a conversation with him. Other than that, man, a great coach. He a great coach. He get, it might be an old school form, but he get the best out of his players. Now, last thing on basketball, I kind of threw this in last minute. Paige Beckers drops a career high in her return with 35 points and 6 rebounds. At a time when Caitlin Clark Smith, the only person that was recruited over her was Paige Buckets. 35 points. 6 rebounds.
Let's go.
I'm
Let's
talking about
go. That's how you do it.
that's how you do it. Like, and just if it wasn't for her injuries in college, it might be a different discussion on who's the face of WNBA. Of course, most people are still saying Asia Wilson because she's done it repeatedly. Couple championships. To the more casual fan, they're going to say Caitlin Clark. But
Mm-hmm.
Paige made it interesting last night. She definitely made it interesting.
So who you think the better player, Paige or Caitlin?
I
Like,
think I think Paige is the better player, but
yeah.
this is a situation where you have prime LeBron and prime Steph. With Paige being LeBron, but Steph is like, oh my God, Steph can shoot from yesterday. More of a fan thing, more fandom thing, in my opinion, of course.
I got it. I got it.
One more thing in the WNBA, Angel Reese, Women's Athlete Award. Clarissa Shields had a couple things to say, and I would tell you, um, I'm an Angel Reese fan,
For sure.
but one reason Angel Reese is so great is rebounding, and one reason she's so good at rebounding because she's often rebounding her own shot.
I don't want to get into that, Chuck.
Female athlete over the year over Simone Biles,
Yeah,
Coco
people
Gauff.
said Clarissa Shields was hating. I'm
But
like, no,
every
she not. When you great and doing what she doing, Angel Reese pretty much, I don't want to say it like that. Like, she pretty much is known for the rebound girl, but besides that, it's like shit off the court too, like social media and stuff like that. So like when we
exact,
talking about a sports award, like, nah, she got a right to feel some type of way.
yeah, she definitely does. I mean, Angel Reese, like I said, is one of my favorite players. I'm definitely a big fan of Angel Reese, even though she's
Definitely, man.
highest percentage score. I'm definitely a fan. Like her and Caitlyn, mostly Caitlyn, because obviously she brings in a set of fans that wouldn't be there. But her and Caitlyn have definitely, like we say about the NBA, like you need that storyline. That's the
Mm-hmm.
story of the WNBA. Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was saying, I feel like Paige just stepped in to claim her spot. But of course, there's plenty of other stars in WNBA. But
Yeah, sure.
what tickets, like eyes, box office. So
Mm-hmm.
all right, heading into the NFL, the
Okay.
Patriots will unveil their Tom Brady statue on August 8th, prior to their preseason game against the Commanders. Tom Brady's getting a statue in New England.
As he should. Well
Yes, he
deserved.
definitely.
It's only right.
I mean, what is it? 7 rings, but 6 in New England, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Come on, bro.
Yep.
He got more rings than the old heads goat in the NBA. He got the most
Acting
rings
crazy.
in the NFL. Like, bro, that's who in the
Greatness.
going to get 7 rings in the NFL again, bro?
For real though. Even like somebody, I feel Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback than him overall. But even with that, to get 7, to say he gonna get 7, I don't care how long he played. I don't know, bruh. Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's ridiculous. Tom Brady definitely,
Seven quarters?
and it's crazy because he's getting a ring in New England. He won rings in New England. He won a ring in Tampa.
For
He is
sure.
a
Hell,
part. He a part of the Raiders ownership, and he worked for Fox. Like,
greatness.
and he's making more money announcing for Fox than he did in the league per season. Like,
That's how it go when you grade. You get your money off of you. Know what I mean?
so many other
Can't
things.
stop.
Yeah,
He took pay cuts and all that because he wanted to keep a
keep winning.
team. You know what I mean? He wanted to keep winning. He wanted to keep a good team around him so he can keep winning. So that's why. But like, and then he came in. Well, he been playing what 20 years?
I think he ended up being 21 or 22. Of
You know what I mean? So when he came in, they won't get the money they getting now.
course not. Of course not. And even then, you drafted so late, he won't. He was getting a couple dollars.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I could see that's easy.
And
Him
it's
being
crazy.
Tom Brady, like, yeah, he get paid more now.
And it's crazy because if True Bledsoe doesn't get hurt, Tom Brady maybe never plays.
Remember, just think about that. That just shows you though, like opportunity.
Right.
Like sometimes luck got to be in there. Like,
Facts.
I was watching. Sorry to change the subject, but I was watching $1,000,000 worth of game. They were doing Tyrese, and they was like, you know how many Tom Brady's, Peyton Manning's, Deion Sanders, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Steve Jobs. Like, you know how many of them is in jail right now? Like,
or
it's crazy, man. Like,
just something happened where they can't be in a position that they should be.
hey,
It's definitely a thing. It definitely is, without question.
what? I used to think that as a kid when people used to be like, man, if you that good, you would make it. Like, nah, bro.
You
It's
never
a
know what
lot.
happened.
It's a lot to go into it. Like making it professional is just like winning the Super Bowl. This shit is not easy and it takes a lot. It take help from your parents, coming up in the right household. It take help from coaches, like trainers, like you've been born with this, all type of shit, man. It's a lot to go in this shit. Having luck. Somebody could have missed their practice and you was the one there that day and you got to show what you can do. Now you turn out to be the best. Know what I mean? Like, a lot of shit, bro. This
It's
kid probably couldn't afford no equipment and all that. The go to start even going to practice and show his talent and all that. His mama ain't had no car. He couldn't, you know what I mean? Like, it could have been a lot of shit.
a lot, a lot of shit. Just like when I tell you, like, if you and your brother would have grew up with us, man, y'all probably would have won a state championship at Riverside.
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
bro, like I remember one summer, I remember clearly because like I was in summer school this year, so it was either ninth grade, I believe, and it was a year when it was like 100 degrees almost damn near every day during the summer. I get out of summer school, meet Gaddy, we playing, he running routes and I'm the quarterback like every day the whole entire summer, dog. I mean, we played a little basketball here and there, but like during the day before everybody like came out, that's all we was doing. He running routes and I'm throwing the ball. I'm just like, bro, if y'all was there then, from that point, man,
Man, my hood won't doing none of that shit. We might hoop from time to time, but they definitely won't playing no football. And I just remember times like I used to beg mama figure out a way to get me in a football program somehow. Like even when I'm little, like Pee Wee and all that, like all the way through my life.
and it goes
High
back to
school, I just tried myself, and then I tried my senior year. They kicked me off the team. Said I missed too many days of school. I'm like, man, we got killers on the team, but they already been on the team, so they got to show what they can do and all that. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. That's in those level of sports, it's a lot of favoritism.
For sure. People always think like that's just an excuse, man. I'm telling you,
But
that
no,
favoritism be
I
real
never played or organized sports after a young age, but just from the outside looking in, like even semi-pro, like bro, high school, I'm sure college, even semi-pro, like there's a level of favoritism on every team.
sure.
It's it's plenty of seniors they get more time than people are better than them because they are freshmen, sophomores, or juniors. Like
Uh-huh.
they have
Who you
relationship,
know,
right? Like so that's completely about
popularity.
facts. It's just
It's a lot of that shit.
a lot of people, like you were saying, they don't get the opportunity for whatever reason, whether it's their fault, like that. Sometimes the parents can't afford to get them to practice or afford to get them the equipment they need, or they are just in a bad environment. It could be anything.
The environment shit too real. Get them a lifestyle they don't even want to be in, falling to peer pressure, all type of shit. Ain't missing practices, all type of shit. Like, man, I know for a fact, like I said, Jordan my GOAT. I feel like he the best basketball player of all time, but I know for a fact it's at least 10 people out here in this world better than Jordan. Like, talking about his prime.
Yeah, and
Never
I,
get that chance.
I think you can find a person at that level at every position in sports, except for
Yeah.
except for maybe like O line, D line type. I feel like that's more like something you had to be committed to.
Nah, I say O line, D line.
You can put a
I feel
yeah,
like you could take a dog who ain't never played football in his life and he can turn out to be a superstar.
I agree. That's why it took me a second to say D line, but O line, I feel like that's not for
Yeah, O
everybody.
line, yeah, nah. You can't just be big and strong and whatever. It's a lot of shit to come with that O line shit, boy.
And another thing that's coming up in the sports world, well, NFL world, and this is a two-part thing: the connection of Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf, and the connection of Dak and George Pickens.
Okay.
It's getting spooky to you. They're saying that, of course, Rodgers threw with Metcalf before ever signing with the Steelers. They had a little off time together, and right now
Mm-hmm.
they are And the Dak Pickens connection is unstoppable in Dallas camps. I read one article that CJ was on the other side and like he stopped mid route because the ball was already in the air and just saw like Pickens make a ridiculous catch on point from that, and like this would repeatedly happen during the mini camps.
It's Pickens. What you
It's scary.
expect?
It's really scary. Like my only thing with Metcalf is he gotta. It's his mental. It ain't got nothing to do with physical skill or none of that. Like, and I feel like playing against the Ravens, the Ravens, Bengals, and Browns, it's gonna be times where these cornerbacks push him on purpose to try to get in his head.
True. I feel like not just that, like I feel like with mental too, it's like him overthinking shit. Like if he don't get no help at receiver for real. I mean, we know Austin and all that, and they got a good tight end, but I'm talking about like
Solid number.
another a solid number two, or how they say nowadays, a 1B or something like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like he's gonna be overthinking shit. He gonna be in his feelings a little bit. That boy went there prepared to play with Pickens. You know what I mean?
bro.
For
And
real,
I
bro. Just think about that. Think about that.
think the football guys it did not happen. I think the football it did not happen. Dog.
Joe.
Even Taylor Britt back, he can only slow down
Mm-hmm.
one of. And I didn't say stop. I said slow down. He can only slow down one of.
Yeah, he probably gonna be on the tight end.
Like, bro, it's like then the fire move to Cook. God almighty. At that point, no matter who, Jalen Warren or whoever you want to put it, can run the football because you're afraid
Facts.
of fucking life.
Wow, that's facts. That's big facts, Joe. Boy, you dodged the bullet.
Dodge the
I
bullet.
still think they on your top though. I ain't gonna lie, but you definitely dodged the bullet. But I think they on your top. I see them winning at least one more game than y'all. But we ain't
Yeah,
gotta go there. On my bad. I don't
yeah,
too much things. My bad.
necessary. All right. An update on Coach Prime. He tweeted out, Wow, I am truly blessed for the abundance of well wishes for all the thoughts and all the prayers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can assure you all that everything is okay and will continue to be so. God got me like no other. I have so much more work to do to glorify God, so please believe me, God got me. I'm excited to get back to Colorado to be home with my staff, team, and all associated to our program. When we arrive back to Boulder, you will be updated on everything. Until then, I'm coming, baby. Coach Prime.
Told you. That
And
man got God on his side. He a big believer. He'll be good.
he also uploaded a video of Michael Irvin on his property.
Oh yeah.
So, like just showing off the house. He wasn't in the video, of course, but seems like
Yeah.
he's in high spirits, as usual. But no matter what, if anybody's going through what is obviously a health scare,
Mm-hmm.
it's no amount of faith or financials that will, in my opinion, like, bro, I feel like I'm one of the most faithful people there is. When you in the situation, not even just because of his health, but to be away from the team, it's going to have downtimes, bro.
Oh yeah. For
The year
sure.
have downtimes. So
For sure.
I,
When
it's starting
he's
to seem,
scared.
yeah, it is. It is scary. It's starting to seem like he's closer to getting to where we expect him to be as far as health.
Yes, sir. Come on now.
And of course, we can't talk about Prime without talking about his boys.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
So I have we're going into Shadour, of course. Of course, he took most of his reps with the backups during this mini camp. It's about the training camp is about to begin soon.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Flacco during mini camp, 18 for 35, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Realized only 35 attempts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saving the rookies for the end. Pickett, 38 of 63, 7 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And this is where it gets a little. Now you got to listen to these. Just listen to the amount of completions and the amount of attempts. Shadour Sanders, 41 of 53, 9 touchdowns, 1 interception. 41 of 53. It's 12 incomplete passes.
Sick. Sick.
Dylan Gabriel, 48 of 83,
Mm.
8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Now,
He's still a little bit more than 50, but still.
He threw 48 completions out of 83 passes. He threw the ball 30 times more than Shadour.
Right,
Only
and
had
still.
only had 7 more completions and less touch.
Yeah. It's cool. I mean, I ain't
Just say
happy 'cause I
right.
ain't
I
I
always
don't
say,
want him to fail or nothing like that, but, like, I'm just happy for Shadour, man.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I saw Shady saying like they have to start Shadour. Of course, Shady is like pro Shadour like we are, but he's a little over the top a little bit because we all expect Flacco to start game 1. But he
Yeah.
said they should absolutely start Shadour Sanders against the Bengals week 1. What you think?
Honestly, no, man. I want Shadour to start so bad, but I feel like week 1, Flacco gotta start.
And even if they put Gabriel over Sanders, neither one of them should start week 1. Flacco should start no matter what.
Oh, no, for sure. Yeah,
And
yeah.
personally, I'm already putting Kenny Pickett on the trade block. It's nothing he can do
Shadour
to make my team this year.
nah,
If
Shadour definitely the backup in my eyes. Like, I would have him as the backup.
I did see they said they didn't name the source, but they said a former I believe they said quarterback said that the Dolphins could potentially look to try to get Dylan Gabriel late in the season, depending on the Tua Zach Wilson situation. I don't know how true that is, but that
Mm,
is that I saw. I
mm.
don't think it happens just because, in my opinion, bro, like I got a little Ocho in me. Like I feel like I like Zach Wilson. I mean, he ain't do too much different than Aaron Rodgers in New York.
I mean, he ain't give me no reason to say like I like him, like Ocho like him, like.
I think he's a good backup, especially for he could be a potential starter, but he's a great backup to Tua.
Oh yeah. No, I take him over old boy for sure. But I'm
So
just saying, like, hmm,
and down to TJ Watt, when Coach Mike Tomlin was asked, he says, "I'm optimistic we're going to get these things done because we got two sides that want to get things done. When that's going to occur, I do not know.
yeah, it's gonna get done.
Of course, it's gonna get done, but it's like, bro, Mike Tomlin, he don't never give it to you in full. Like he don't got time for the media, bro.
Like never. He
he,
always give that grown man answer like,
it's nothing
I
they
ain't
can
here
say.
for the bullshit.
Right, like they ask him a question and he'll answer it to the point where if you had your hand up to ask the next question, the follow up, you got to put it down because he put you in a bad position.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Yeah,
already know what
he definitely know what to say and when to say it. And of course, with us speaking of holdouts, rather unfortunate news: Trey Henderson and Shamar Stewart. Oh wait, before I get into this, bro, you sending me stuff I already know about it, bro.
I should have
Relax.
known. I should have known. I should have known.
I
Especially
li-
when it's about some bingo shit.
yeah, I literally I just saw it when I was waiting for you to get on. But head coach Zach Taylor on Shamar Stewart. Every year you kind of learn something new in this position, that being head coach. And this is just one of those things that players have managed really well. Now, the Trey Henderson thing, I can understand if his contract is not done because of the money and the money that we
Mm,
paid in the last couple years between on our offense. And this Shamar Stewart thing is like rookie contracts are pretty much based on where you pick.
right.
The only difference is a couple $1,000,000. I mean, that's a lot of money, but it might be a couple $1,000,000 in negotiations that you got to come up with or
Right.
incentives. But this Shamar Stewart thing, bro, it's like
I don't get it. What's going on?
Mike
Enlighten
Brown.
me.
Mike Brown, please retire. Let your daughter take over. They want to make it to he gets a guaranteed amount of money. If he trip and slip on a banana peel and mess up somehow,
Mm,
they can take the guaranteed amount of money in the following years off his contract. So, I mean, pretty much they're saying if something happened on the field or something detrimental to the team, they can do that. And now I'm just hearing, I never heard of this. And like even
I was just about to ask you, do they do that to other rookies and all that?
Ocho and Shannon were saying pretty much like they do it, but we know nothing about it. Like it's not something we hear about. And it's more so for the people that are potential problems. Like it's
That's what
something
it sounds like. For you to
it,
even say something like that, you gotta think here a real problem.
it would be something like Of course, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it's something you might give George Pickens or Tyreek Hill or somebody that might have a little off the field or a bad attitude. Either one. A rookie, bro, make him give you a reason to
Yeah,
have it.
you got to, bro.
And you, if Henderson's still not done, you need Shamar Stewart more than you know. Like that's
X.
that's really what he's
Even more.
there to go in the future with. Like,
Yeah, like they tripping.
yeah,
Damn, Joe.
bro.
Hey.
We need the daughter to take over immediately. Like,
We got a dumb owner too, though. So, man, he look like he been
but
listening lately, though.
your dumb owner gave the keys to somebody else. He sit back and
Yeah,
let them do the job.
yeah.
You know, he runs the team and he runs the team.
Mm.
Like, I'm sure Zach
Gotta be
Taylor has.
flexible.
Zach Taylor definitely has input because of the moves he's made over the years. Like, I remember we lost Carlos Dunlap to free agency, and it was pretty much Zach Taylor wanted to run 6 or 7 D linemen, so they come in and out the game, and which worked out for us, of course. But Dunlap went down with it. Dunlap won all his time, but so
Thanks.
that was a sign that Zach Taylor did have some say in the things that happened. Now to get into a little world news, the ICE and the U.S. Customs and Border Protection will be at the games of the FIFA Club World Cup games on June
Yeah.
in Miami at Hard Rock Stadium.
Hey, Trump think he a comedian, bro.
Customs and Border Control will be suited and booted, ready to provide security for the first round of games.
Is this real?
This is via U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
Yeah, this is funny.
Bro, we
Hey,
both went to Miami last year, and Latinos run Miami. Literally, when I say run Miami, they run Miami. Nothing moves in Miami without them. You can go to what you think is a black restaurant, but it's Latinos running it.
uh-huh.
You can order DoorDash, Grubhub, a Uber, a Lyft. It's Latinos.
Uh-huh.
It's nowhere in Miami you can go without Latinos.
The jewelers, Latinos,
And even then, like,
club owners.
we were in the nicest part of Miami, the business part of Miami, like, and it was ran by the Hispanic community. And you
Yeah,
want the biggest worldwide sport, mostly Spanish, European, and people of Hispanic or Latino heritage play this
yep,
sport. Most
yep.
of will be of those. Bro,
Yo, your man sick, boy. Yo, that's crazy.
this is ridiculous, bro. And I also saw that it's not being televised much, but I also saw there were big ICE protests in Atlanta, big protests. So
Okay.
spread. But in my opinion, bro, like all this shit, of course, you know, we have connections to that community, but all this shit is overboard, bro. Like going to um the World Cup, well, it's pretty much like qualifying, but still going to the World Cup, bro, is sickening, dog. Like
Like, it's on another level, bro. Like, he trying to be funny, bro.
he is, bro. That's
Like, this
like
is crazy.
that's ridiculous, bro. That's like I don't even know what to compare it to. I really don't, cause I'm trying to think of something black, but every black event is a lot of different ethnicities at black events, so I can't even compare it. To
Yeah, I was trying to think too. I was gonna say like Super Bowl, but still, that's not like but damn, it is crazy, bro. That's racist as hell, boy.
racist
On
head.
another level. On
Not only,
another level.
not only towards the Latino community, this is the biggest worldwide sport. So it's no telling who had plans to go to these games. Like the Latino community isn't the only people here illegally.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Shit, if you think about it, um, the Caucasians and the Africans, African Americans are here, or historically, like generations ahead of us were here illegally, like
Facts.
native land. Like,
That's real. That's real.
this shit sickening, dog. Like I can't understand. I can't, bro. Like, and to
Oh, yeah.
different, bro, and the people he hired are different. How do you? It just you can't make it make sense to me, bro. Like that's that shit is just racist,
I'm finna say that day is just racism, bro.
like sickening, dog. And I guarantee you can go to any Trump-owned facility,
Oh, for
and,
sure.
and he has that ethnicity, that community working for him.
For
Whether he
sure.
and you remember, I don't know if you remember, but the lady that was like before the election, like when he was on his campaign, it was a Spanish lady, and she was on stage. Yes, Latinos for Trump, Latinos for Trump,
Yeah.
Latino. And
Mhm.
then she come out saying that he used us, he tricked us. He
Trump
didn't.
ain't trick no goddamn body.
You ain't see this
He
before,
ain't
bro.
trick. Yeah, he ain't trick nobody. You can say whatever you want about Trump. He ain't trick shit.
He told you straight up.
Just admit you dumb. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, just admit you dumb. He ain't trick
That,
shit.
and I still want to say, like, of course, I wouldn't say I feel like a lot of his stuff he do just for a certain group of people. I,
Uh-huh.
I don't feel
Hey,
like as dirty as he presents himself to be. Honestly, I really don't.
yeah, I agree with you 100%. I feel like he a bad person, but I don't feel like he as bad as he make himself seem. I feel like he tried too hard to please too many people.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I just thought that was a crazy thing, man. I seen that when I was looking for topics outside of the norm, because we do sports and Diddy every night. Like that
Yeah,
shit was
yeah, yeah.
that shit was kind of shocking. But speaking of
Yeah,
Diddy,
that's crazy.
same shit just another day. Jane still
Uh-oh.
testifying. Well, today was her cross examination, so they should be done with her. But she been testifying about a week. Like,
Like, and boring too. Like, yeah, it's out of there. Like, get somebody else. I'm tired of her. Why is it going on so long?
because they were pretty much. I think the thing is, like, I heard the term juror fatigue could be used. Like, I'm sure the jury just like us, they seem like, bro, all right, we done heard her story 100
We
times.
heard enough from her. Yeah, we don't need nothing else from her.
And then the defense asking the same fucking question. And she giving y'all the same fucking answers. She was in love. She was taken advantage of. She was beaten. She had sex with multiple sex workers. Shit went for days. It was ridiculous amounts of baby oil. The day I know they were saying that her baby daddy give her 5,000 a month. We all know who her baby daddy is at this point.
Mhm.
They were saying like Diddy was still paying for her house, her lawyer. So I was like, bro, they trying to pay. Of course, the defense doing their job, trying to paint Diddy as not so much of the bad guy, but they would do stupid shit like ask her, um, what happened when they fought. It was back and forth, but he ended up beating the hell out of her. Like she was punching him too, but he beat the hell out of her. One thing forgot to mention the other day, she smuggled drugs from state to state. I don't think that's one of his charges, but
Mm.
that's one thing. She had a real beef with Carisha. She was saying that she even called his girlfriend one time. I'm not sure if that was Carisha or Gina, but it sounded like Carisha because in the I think they had the recording, but she told Carisha she was coming to her as a woman. Um, and said they even told her what was going on. That Diddy beat her or whatever. And if this is Carisha or Gina, I'm not sure. I'm thinking it's Carisha, but she hung up on her. Well, Diddy hung up the phone.
Oh,
Diddy phone from Jane Doe hung up, and Carisha called back and was like pretty much obscenities towards her and saying coming to her as a woman ain't none of your business or whatever. Blah blah blah.
that was definitely Tarisha.
Yeah, that's when I heard it. When I heard that part, I was like, yeah, that was definitely Carisha.
Yeah.
Damn, it was one more thing I was thinking. Hold on. Shit. But yeah, it's like it's pretty much with her right now. It's just the same shit every day, bro. It really is.
It's out of
Oh,
there, man.
big thing that came today. One reason he beat her because she was now leading into the day. Diddy and his team wanted this rapper to be named in the court, but the judge said it had nothing to do with this case. The only thing it has to do with this case was that he beat her because she was at this person's freak off. This
This
This artist and his wife was watching one of their sex workers, Diddy and Jane sex workers, have sex with somebody else. This artist and his wife were in Las Vegas. This it's alleged. I'm just gonna say it's allegedly Kanye West and Beyonce. Allegedly, that's where everybody's like putting the pieces together on TikTok or on social media, like that they were known to be in the city at the time. But my thing is, if you did it,
Yo.
do you want Kanye's name out there after he's had your back? One
But
of the
if
few,
it is, yeah, cause oh shit, I forgot about that. But what if Kanye did it to cover his ass? What if Diddy thinking like, I mean,
shit.
when you risk going like way for life, you don't give a fuck about friendship, none of that shit, morals, none of that. You feel like if I could put Kanye out there, this shit gonna take a lot of attention off him. But I mean, it ain't gonna take all attention off him. But like Kanye,
With that being the biggest thing today, whether it was Kanye or not, Diddy said he wanted this other rapper to be named. His lawyer said this is a public trial. I want this other rapper to be named.
they named everybody else pretty much.
I feel like for us, the people, the media, the influencers, shit, the world, I feel like it should have came out.
It definitely should. I'm sorry.
And honestly, when they said it, like I'm listening to, because the person that I follow is like reading the court transcripts from a live Twitter in the courthouse, which is most people reading from in those situations. While she reading it off, I'm like, tell me it ain't J and B.
I would think it's somewhere more like an older like J or B or something, but I don't think so.
So they pretty much trying to put it together that she was there. Of course, they said she watched it or whatever. She flashed her titties, blah blah blah. But that was one reason Diddy beat the hell out of her, and it was like, I think that she said Diddy, or they had it in text or something like that. Diddy was like, "You're not gonna belittle me in front of people or in front of my colleagues." And with Diddy, like we said from the beginning, bro, at some point Diddy go throw somebody under the bus, and he
Oh, for
tried
sure.
his best or their best as a team, him and his lawyers, to have that rapper name.
Hey, yo, it's gonna get out. You know how
And
it go
of course,
nowadays.
I don't know if it's Kanye or whatever, but that's what everybody is kind of coming to the conclusion of, and it's a fact
And
that they were in the same city at the time.
I mean, it's probably a lot of celebrities in the same city at the same
Right.
time. I don't
Yeah.
think it's somebody else. I would think a lot of different celebrities, but Kanye didn't cross my mind.
Mine either. I really when like she was reading before she got to the fact that people think it's Kanye and Bianca. The whole time I'm thinking J and B. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm in my head like, please don't be them, because we can't afford
Hey, Joe,
as our community, we can't afford for them to be in the foolishness, bro.
if it's J and B, it's over for us, bro.
It's over for us, dog.
Beehive gonna go crazy.
Go fucking crazy, dog. But
It's over the poll, man.
I
Mm,
seriously, I seriously hope their name and never comes in any situation like this.
me
And
too.
more than anything, I hope they never did this stuff. But
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
the reason I hope they don't come up, because I just feel like if they can take down them two, it's over for black men and black women in the higher
Culture can't take a loss like that.
yeah, because it's gonna be so much harder for us to get to those higher levels. So much harder for a musician to become a big time executive and a billionaire. Shit, we got one on trial right now, finna go away, and the prosecution is expected to arrest their case by next Friday. So yeah, that'll be 5 weeks in, I believe, or 4 weeks in.
Yeah.
So then the defense will have the opportunity to call any witnesses, maybe even Puff to the stand after that.
You think he testified?
Huh?
You think he testified? I don't see it. Unless he did a thing like Charlamagne say, like go there and try to like admit to everything, explain how he grew up and how his life was fucked up, what led him down his path, maybe. But like besides
Yeah,
that, I don't see him testifying.
a traumatic testimonial. But
Mm-hmm.
nah, bro, because the same way Brian Steele, well, not even Brian Steele, the lady that cross-examined Cassie, like she kind of like picked her apart a little bit, even though Cassie still came out somewhat strong, especially with the assistants coming later to say pretty much everything she said. He did fall apart on that stand, dog.
Right. start getting angry, showing oh yeah, jury law, yeah. This nigga
Yeah,
really ain't the person. He look like he could have did this shit. Like I feel like it's a bad idea all around.
unless he uses trauma. But even then, like if the prosecution asks him questions and he try to say, "But when I was or before I was," they gonna say, what's it called? Objection. They gonna nip that in the bud before he can even go in his story, bro. Because they're
Oh
not gonna
yeah,
ask,
it's funny.
not gonna ask him, "Oh, Mr. Combs, was there anything that you think led to you being like this, or nothing?" They're
But you
not gonna.
know his lawyer is though for sure. You
Yeah.
know his lawyer definitely gonna do it.
But even then, prosecution gonna say objection.
Just don't have nothing. But I mean, I feel like in this situation, his lawyers can argue that it do have something to do with the case. Because if he start off, by admitting it, like if he just like they ask him questions and shit like that, and he just like making excuses for why he like that or why this might have happened. Not saying I did or whatever. Then nah, it ain't gonna go back.
Yeah, yeah. But if he can try to get the jury on his side, that's the only way that he could do. But I don't
That's the
see it.
only way, and I don't see that happening.
Like we say, tomorrow they have I forgot the person's legal position is, but it's pretty much gonna be somebody coming on to take everything that the government has put up against Combs and make it make sense legally in the terms for the jury. So they pretty much gonna explain them,
In layman's terms.
yeah, what everything that the government thinks he's illegal of, the summary of what they've offered so far. And then, like, you got to think about it. Tomorrow's Friday. Got a whole nother week. They said between Wednesday and Friday it should be over. The big question is, will Christina Corum be testifying? I believe without a shadow of doubt she will, because she does not want to do
I
Diddy.
just say she got to, right? I feel like in her position, she got to.
No
Well,
choice.
she going to jail.
Exactly. Because Diddy's getting some type of time.
Facts. He
Even,
gonna get.
well, I can't even say even if it's, because he got sex trafficking and kidnapping easy. Arson is the only thing he might not get, because unless the jury was to use the idea that the police officer said he saw a Escalade pull off with that was registered to Bad Boy. Other than that, it's just he say, she say, and there's no witnesses to the actual crime. The physicians witnessed and were part of a lot of crime. Jane, she said that they moved sex workers from state to state. So it's like, bro,
Yeah, I
I
know
don't.
dude tried to get to one of them jurors. Not he didn't try to get
They already,
somebody kept to blackmail somebody.
they already said that the judge threatened to kick him out his own case because he was
Just
like,
because he
not.
was talking and looking at him. I'm talking about like some shit behind closed doors. Like he get that cell phone in the cell. Y'all find out who at least one memo now. I just need one. Y'all can get him get
But
one for me. Be good.
there was also one dismissed. I don't remember.
Mm.
I don't know why, to be honest. I ain't
No,
gonna
I
lie.
think I think if I'm not mistaken, it's because he was like he made it through the final stages, but then when they asked him some question, I forgot what the question was, but he was like he hate Diddy.
No, I'm
I
saying
forgot.
they actually made it. That was just like recent.
Yeah. Oh, recently. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, he definitely gonna do some kind of time. I think arson's the only thing they don't have for a fact. But even then, you can convince the jury when you got a police officer saying this, you got Capricorn Clark saying this, the evidence disappeared. You got to be somebody to make shit disappear. But then even bribery, that's another one. It's a wrap for the diddler. Christina Corum don't want to go to prison, dog.
no.
And she used to be living this rich lifestyle, no matter how
Like, come
bad.
on, bro.
No,
She is what? First chance she get. Like I said, she been told already. Now we just got to see if. Well, ain't no if she gonna testify soon. They gonna bring her up soon.
yeah, it's a wrap for him. I think that's gonna be the nail in the coffin next week. They have to do it next week because they already said they're gonna be finished by Friday.
Like I don't want to rush the trial. I mean, he in jail regardless, but I just want to see like what he end up getting for real, for real. Like,
We got a maximum of about 3 weeks. I don't think it goes that far because who are the witnesses that are gonna come in against the government? Like, do you want to be that person that's not in trouble and you come out and defend it? Do you want to be that person? Because he's going to prison either way. But do you want to be seen as that person that defends him?
hell no.
Stevie J was and Kanye were the only people that had his back. And maybe like what you said, Kanye might have had his back for this very reason. But
They say that.
if you get on that stand and defend that man, and he's going to prison, your career or any idea you had it is over. That makes you a monster also, especially since the facts have come out, bro. And especially if Christina Corum, especially when Christina Corum testifies, that makes anybody having Diddy's back 10 times worse. Or I don't even see them going the whole 3 weeks with
Nah.
the defense. It's impossible.
Probably like another week, like they say. Yeah, I don't see it going 3 either.
So
Damn.
2 weeks, because the next week's the last week of prosecution. So maybe a week.
Yeah.
It's I feel like we're not supposed to judge people.
It's hard though.
But in
We're
this
not supposed to, but it's hard.
right, in this situation, if I'm on the jury, like I said, from what I've seen, from what I heard from both sides, he is guilty of everything but arson, but I still believe that he did the arson. I just can't say what.
He's guilty for sure because of what they presented. Now for sure.
Yeah, I can't say 100% sure, but even though I think he is, bro, he gone, dog. Without Christina, but with Christina, he has no chance of getting anything less than life, according to the laws.
That's sick, boy. That L word, bro. Woo.
And even if he got 25, he's like 55.
Mm-hmm.
For coming out at 80 and being broke.
Ain't nobody give a fuck about Diddy at 80.
When
Especially now with this new generation coming up.
you went in and you were rich, one of the richest black being in the United States.
You like, man, I used to have millions. I used to have all the girls. Man, I had the movies to show the cars, man. I was him, man.
And it was one thing like, bro, they said they plan on taking anything under the Combs umbrella. Bro. So if they have, I'm sure they do, anything under the Combs umbrella, let's say anything from the Combs umbrella, the money going to the kids, even to the twins or Gina and her baby. That's a part of it, bro.
That's sad.
That could potentially
about the family.
Right, that could potentially destroy his children under Justin and Christian, like the twins and the baby.
And the baby, she knew this shit. Like she got a whole life ahead of her. Like,
And
imagine her growing up without money and everybody knowing her daddy did it. Like,
and they also announced that Gina officially will not be tested. I think they know they don't need her, and they said they were pretty much saying they feel like she could be somewhat of a hostile witness.
cause she ain't want to.
Yeah, and she don't want. You gotta think about this. Her baby, 2 or 3 years old, and with Diddy being gone, I don't know who Gina is. Like, I know her because of Diddy. I don't know what she does in the world. So I don't know. With Diddy being gone, her child loses, let's just say, millions of dollars throughout their life. Any assets that Diddy has, the child has no access to. So I can kind of understand it, but I'm sure she knows shit of course she knows shit because she's listed as a victim or witness. But in her position, do you want your baby father to be gone when he pretty much can take care of you for the rest of your life?
Mm-hmm. No, she don't.
It's not morally right, but shit, that can change your life from being in a mansion and having everything you ever needed to whatever she does for a living.
And she probably just don't want her daughter to grow up knowing her daddy in jail for this shit. That too.
Can you imagine, bro? Like, twins like 18, 17, 18, and they learned more about their daddy over the last 4 weeks than people ever knew. Like, I'm sure they saw the video of him beating Cassie. And I'm sure they think that's wrong, but I'm sure they didn't look at him as a monster.
Nah, hell nah. You know they didn't.
But after all, like, how'd they go to school? Even if they go to private school, how?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you affecting so many people, bruh.
Bro, I'm be honest, bro. I feel bad for everybody but Christian because I feel like Christian had to play his part somehow, someway. I don't care what I mean, the little diddler.
Yeah. I can see that for sure.
So I don't know, bro. It's crazy. Let's step away from the wild times of Diddy. So I want to go into the holiday coming up, Father's Day, and compare Father's Day to Mother's Day.
Ooh, uh-oh.
the mothers, they get and I'm not saying my position, your position, I'm just saying in general. The
Yeah.
mothers, they get the flowers, a nice dinner, maybe a little bad, maybe a little something. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's more. It's like another birthday or another Christmas, or you know what I'm saying?
Even to the kids.
Right. So when Father's Day, you might get. I'm talking in general. You might get some boxes, some socks, a tool set, shit that you can go to the store and get anytime. Like,
Right. Facts. Some deodorant.
right, hygiene. Like, I got.
No, I just should say I feel like this is not in my household, but I feel like in the world they definitely put the fathers on the back burner, like when it comes to celebrating them on their day. I'm trying to think of comparison, like you said, Mother's Day is like a birthday, an anniversary, or Christmas. Father's Day is like
Just because.
Martin Luther King Day. Like in comparison, no disrespect to Martin Luther King, but like in comparison, like you might have 10% of the household who really like go all in for this father and celebrate him like they'll celebrate mama. But the other 90%, they probably gonna forget until the day of or the day before. Mother's Day shit they gonna do at school. When Father's Day shit come around, they don't get kids to make their daddy's nut. And like I don't need none of this shit. I'm just speaking for the world because I think about other people, not just myself. Like it's some fathers out here who want to be treated like a damn mama. Shit, they do their part in every way. Show love, take care of them, provide for them, like treat them the same because it literally is. It's a 50-50 partnership. You
and
need
don't
me, I need you.
and don't get me wrong. I mean, of course, I'm in a co-parenting situation. I'm not with my child's mother, but
Mhm.
I feel like for the most part, the women do deserve a little more because they do more. They are like essentially the backbone.
But this
But
new generation, Joe. It ain't like that in every household.
what's not? You're right.
It ain't just the mothers doing more of the work. Or like it's literally like 50-50, and sometimes it's 60-40 the man. Like
No, I
after
mean
a long day of work.
like it's more so like I can use myself for example, being a co-parent. Like my son, she do more of the school stuff. Of course he's at home with her, so she has to do more of like the
Right,
drop
right, right.
stuff. But like I feel like in a lot of situations, the mother does the more of the little things in the day to day lifestyle of the child's life. But a present father, if you're gonna put Mother's Day right here, Father's Day should be at least right here. Not, uh, I guess so. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I feel you, bro. But fuck all that. That shit need to be right here.
so you saying it should be even?
It's some great fathers out here who like their child won't do nothing if it weren't for their father being in their life. Like it should be even, dog. Cause you can't say it's a lot of deadbeats out here, man. So that's the reason why they don't really celebrate Father's Day. Nah, that you overlooking all the good fathers now because of a couple niggas.
And then
Make no sense.
you also overlooking the mothers who kids live with the grandparent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to say something wrong with it, because a lot of people were raised very well by grandparents, but still,
I guess for sure.
it's a lot of mothers that don't have the kids.
They
And
act like they do.
like we always say, we never know a person's situation, so we don't want to go too deep on that. But you got to get the father some more credit, bro. You
Got
got to.
to. Only right.
It's only right. Like, of course, I don't expect anything from my child's mother. She has her own family or whatever. I really don't expect nothing from my old lady because I'm not her child's father. So I would say more so if someone in a household together, it should be different. Like
Fact. I
it's
agree.
gonna be there's gonna be post Sunday where it's people saying women saying Happy Father's Day to me.
Right. Hell no. You're not a father. You had your day. Even
It's
if you aren't a single parent, you still had your day, Mother's Day.
and it's not like a lot of times, bro. I don't want to give any man an excuse, but it's some situations where it's the what's the word?
Bitter month. Like,
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know the exact word, but what you're
I
saying,
see,
like
yeah, a
it's
lot.
women that won't let their kids or the kids' father see the kids because of the girl he dated.
And
Or
go on Facebook and bash him, act like it's really him. Man, come on, bro. That shit is psycho.
maybe even he cheated and left or whatever. But it's still men that like try to reach back and they can't do it. Bitter. What's the word?
Scoring.
That too. Like I even had a situation just to speak on myself. After me and my son mother split, I spoke to someone she didn't like. I couldn't see myself for like 2 weeks.
Like, that's what I be saying, bro.
Like,
Bro, what me talking to somebody else got to do with my kid and we're not together anymore? Like, yeah, that's, thank God I ain't never did with nothing like that. And I pray
I
I
mean,
never do.
it's different from a woman being upset because the man is now with a new woman. Or sometimes it might be they split, everything good, but he gonna have a baby over here. Now you mad. So he can't see this baby no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They'll say some shit like him and his new girl's together with this baby too. So they'll be
right.
like, oh, you can be at home with, yeah, he live here with her. So of course he gonna be here every day with her. Like,
I feel like every father that's trying should be somewhat able to be a part of their kids' life, no matter the
yeah,
circumstance,
bro.
no matter.
It's crazy to me when you put I know emotions is real and like, it's crazy when you put your emotions over like a child. Like you claim to love this child so much, but like you trying to keep the other parent out. Even if it's a man trying to keep a woman out, like why would you do that? Like that's crazy to me. How can you love a child but you trying to keep their parents out their life, knowing
Bro,
it's not him?
well, matter of fact, I can speak for both of us. Both of us, our fathers running around, right?
Right?
My father, I probably seen him in my memory maybe 4 or 5 times.
Damn.
Bro, my mom used to always say, "Yo, ugly bald head ass daddy." Like she used to talk shit about him, but she used to always, no matter what she said about him, or no matter what he did out in the world, she would always say, "But it's still your daddy."
Mm-hmm.
Like he
For
went
sure.
around. He was in South Carolina. He was in Jersey. He was in jail. She still stuck to the point. That's still your daddy.
Thanks.
Like
100%.
I feel like it should be a little bit more of that.
Nah, we definitely need more mothers like that.
Cause like, bro, you laid down with this person.
They was perfect until y'all had me, huh? Everything was good until y'all had me.
And then it's
He
it's
was
the mom who will have multiple children by a person.
like,
You were
you
just
knew he
complaining
wasn't
about
shit.
the first baby. You complained about him on the first baby, then you have the second baby with him.
Then you had third with him. Like,
It's not the child fault.
it
It's not.
ain't, bro.
If the father
Child should
wanted,
always come first, especially knowing how you grew up and you see how not having a parent affected you. Like, how can you do that to your child too?
the child should always come first. I know we kind of got away from the Father's Day, Mother's Day thing, but every parent that wants to be a part of the child, mother or father, as long as they're keeping their child out of danger, should have the opportunity to be around their children.
For sure.
And fathers should be valued just as much as mothers. The only thing
Agreed.
the mother has on the father is 9 months.
No, for sure. No, for sure. Now they got that. That's one point they always gonna have. But we didn't give y'all. We didn't make y'all the ones who had to carry the child. God did it, so like can't take it out on us. But when
Yeah.
after the baby is born, when the father going to get the bottle in the middle of the night, going to make the bottle, going to change up, going to get his crying baby to rock it back to sleep, he do it just as much as you do it. He wash clothes like you do. He feed him. He take him to school like you. He pick him up just like you. Like he help him with homework like you. Like, and I'm just literally speaking for other people because my girl, she already told me what she got planned for me pretty much, and she always like do something for Father's Day and
Oh
give
yeah.
the same praise I give her. But I'm just saying, like, I can imagine the men who feel like, damn, I do my job. I want to be
Right.
recognized.
Right. And I'm the same way. Like me and my girl, we both got kids, not together. We both got one
Mhm.
each, and she is doing something when she doesn't have to. You know what I'm
Nah, for
saying?
sure, for sure.
Like I
Cause she
just
see
feel
what you do, she know what you do. You don't got to be her child father, but she's still a father.
yeah,
You're a
yeah.
father.
We
If
gotta
you didn't have no kids, but you was with her now and she ain't do nothing, it ain't your day, Joe. You don't got no kids, but like,
right,
you still a
right.
father, bro.
Right. So I think we definitely gotta kind of, to a point, level the playing field. Our generation, like I think we had this conversation before. I think one person out of my entire neighborhood, shit, at that time it was 10, 15 of us as kids all around the same age, and it was one father in the neighborhood. It's different now,
It's way different.
bro.
Way different. It's a big difference. Fathers actually like cry and think about killing themselves when they can't be with their kids now. Like so, like it's a big difference, dog.
It's a big difference. So I think not literally, but they should definitely give fathers their flowers. I think that's something that we need to change as a society. Bro, it's only so many socks and underwear and deodorant, and come on, let's be serious. It
No
don't gotta be
big women.
right. It don't gotta be nothing outrageous. You can take your man to a nice dinner, like
You just got to show them that this day is actually important. I don't care about the gift. Like they got to be important, just
right,
like
exactly.
your day
Show
is important.
appreciation. Of course, I feel like us as men, we're still going to do more, but just show the appreciation
Always. Mm-hmm.
of that man being there. Because the best present to a child is being present.
That's real though. I got a good girl. Thank God. She definitely know the day is important. And I'm not saying like it's important to me like that, because it really, to me, like honestly speaking, if she, like I'm trying to think what I do every day. If she can just say, "Oh, today you ain't gotta." This is an example. Take out trash because I don't take out trash no more. I get Porter to take it out. But like, if I was still taking out trash and she like, "Daddy, I'm gonna take the trash out," and like, blah blah blah, little stuff like that, I'd be like, feel appreciated. So I don't really need no big gift. It's just appreciation.
And that's the crazy thing. It's easy for women to please us. It's so much easier. I mean, I'm sure it's case to case. Like it's pretty easy for us to do our job with our women, but it's so much easier for them to just. It's not hard to make a man happy. But I just feel like
Just gotta show me you mean it. That's all.
exactly, and I feel like, of course, I want it to be done in every home where it should be done, but I feel like it should be public, more public. Like society should express it publicly the way we express it for the women,
No, for sure. I
and
agree
especially,
100%.
and especially with the men of our community, of this generation, our generation, and the generation behind us stepping up as men. Of course, it's still gonna be fathers that's not worth a shit. We understand it, but I'm pretty sure the numbers definitely outweigh the generations before us. Definitely.
What? Yeah, yeah. Huge difference. I know for a fact it's a huge difference.
And the women gotta stop doing stuff out of spite. There's no reason. There's no reason that man can't see his baby because he was his girlfriend.
It's crazy. You know how many people, family think they ain't shit, the kid think they ain't shit, and it's because you bitter about whatever situation. You don't even gotta be about a girl. It can be just because y'all not together no more. It could be a lot of shit. That's crazy.
Sometimes.
Brain. It could be some. It could be literally a one time situation. Like y'all could have been doing good for 2 months, 3 months, whatever. You could have not picked up one time because of something happened or whatever, and now you ain't a no good ass nigga. You ain't shit, baby dad.
Yeah, man. It's Father's Day weekend coming up. I think they gotta show their appreciation. It ain't gotta be the biggest thing in the world. Ain't nobody. Me, I don't know a man that's asking for anything, but just
No
like change the narrative, ladies. Change the
facts,
narrative.
facts.
Because the men of our generation, at least that I know of, have changed the narrative, bro. Some of the most street or some of the most the men that are out here, like out here, you know what I
Play
mean? When
like yeah,
out here,
like player type. You know, like
they
a player type. They
being
still like 100% down to be a father to their kids.
right, right. So I think they should definitely like let us have our day. Some
Nah,
way.
for real though. Last word, like you said, pretty much the point you literally just made. Like women, man, like just because somebody doing something wrong or bad, like if it ain't nothing towards their kid, can't stop us from seeing their father, man. I don't care if he a player. I don't care if he F 20 girls in a month. That ain't got nothing to do with him being a father, bruh, at all. It got 0% to do with being a father. Especially,
Zero.
like I'm saying, if y'all not together. If he cheating on you doing all this shit, I understand being mad or whatever, but like, y'all not together, man, stop all that shit, bruh. Hate him, hate his good. Only time you communicate is literally on the day he picking up his daughter or y'all gotta do whatever, y'all gotta do whatever, but like, don't stop no man from seeing his child.
Facts. That, facts.
And this might sound bad because I feel like it's gonna sound bad. I know it is. Even if a man not paying child support, if he want to see his child, you should let him see him. And I know, like, you can be like, damn, all he gotta do is see his child. Once in a while, he ain't got to help out with school, disclosure. No, I understand that shit fucked up. Like, it's a lot on a parent. At the end of the day, if a man want to see his child, you should let him do it.
Yeah. I feel like every child, for one, women are nurturers. A lot of women let their children get away with things. And that's why I feel like children definitely need that father figure.
So that's a whole nother episode, boy. Don't get me started for real, for real.
I think, it's
No, I get
time
your point, though.
it's time to change the narrative, bro. It definitely is. With that being said, man, game 5 tomorrow. Pacers
Glad.
Thunder.
Yes. Glad we only had to wait one day.
Right, right, right. I don't know which way to go. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't in my heart. It's just like the Pacers
Nah,
the Pacers have a great chance of winning, but the Thunder have their backs against the wall.
for sure. I agree with you. I agree with you. Like, my gut, I can't say who I think gonna win with my heart and gut. I feel like OKC really gonna win this game. You know, they got to, but the Pacers can win. And if they got the right mentality, they come out there focused. They know if they win this game, it's 3-1, and it's pretty much over with. Well, ain't no pretty much, it's over with after that. This game go either way, but I'm definitely saying right now, I'm leaning towards OKC.
Yeah, it's definitely a must win for them. Anything new leading into the weekend?
Um, yeah, I got you talking about this like my personal life, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got I told you about cousin getting me a lawnmower, so my mechanic tuned it up and everything, oil changed, new battery and all that stuff. We just got one more thing, waiting on the little spinner thing to come in. Hopefully they come in. Hopefully come in tomorrow. He can have it to me tomorrow afternoon or either Saturday, Sunday morning, however it go. But like hopefully after this weekend I get back to the money, man. God willing.
It sound like big business.
Man, yeah, cause man, I've been losing money, but with this opportunity, now I can just get back on track. I can even make more money. I can not saying I need to rush, but I can cut yards quicker.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. On the work end, man, this been my slowest week in months.
Really?
Bruh, I got done at like 2 o'clock today. Like I had a 5 o'clock pickup. I'm not staying out from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock just to wait.
Ain't no way.
And
Ain't no way.
they let me get the pickup at like 1:30, so I'm not finna wait for 3 hours just to sit in my truck and wait for a pickup. Man, I paid
No
somebody.
sir.
I was like, nah, bro, I'm not finna do this, bro. But yeah,
No
man,
sir.
this been the lightest week I done had, and shit, far as I can remember, it
Mm,
ain't it ain't gonna be like no crazy money, but it's still enough for me to, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like it ain't gonna hurt. I think it's better on my body than it is worse on my pockets.
there you
Um,
go. That's God right there telling you chill out a little bit, get
yeah,
back right, and then you get back to it.
yeah. So I ain't got no complaints as usual. Like I
Hey,
said,
yo, I was one more thing. I was thinking about this in the shower the other day. Like, I don't care what the situation is, good, bad. Like, man, you just can't question God for real, bro. Cause He really know better, and He know what we need for sure in every situation. Like, I don't care how crazy it seems. Like, your car might be breaking down. You might be like, what is the purpose? Like, what could be God reading for my car to break down when I was supposed to get to my child's birthday party at a certain time? What could be the reason for this? But you could just like think like it can't be no real reason for this. It could be a million reasons. It could be you was gonna have an accident if your car and break down. It could be somebody's gonna rob. It could be a lot of shit that you would never think about. Like God knows best for us, bro. You just gotta. It's hard. You know what type of person I am. I be frustrated sometimes, but like you gotta try to collect yourself and realize that God knows best, bro.
and bro, I
Mm.
tell I'm a strong believer in everything happens for a reason, the good and the bad.
And I usually didn't think like that. I'm probably like a couple of months in thinking like everything. I swear you couldn't tell me everything literally happened for a reason. Like why this little 3-year-old got to get shot.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would never know, but I do know for a fact now that God know better than me, bro, and it's some reason. It's some reason. It probably never made sense to me. I probably never figure out what that reason is, but it's a reason, bro.
And also, sometimes God just got to show you, bro. God got to give you that chance to realize that's where you need to be, or like give you that chance to realize, like you said, He in control. They give you that chance to realize that He ain't gonna lead you in the wrong direction, bro. You might fuck up and lead yourself, but if you
Mm-hmm.
stay the course and have your faith, bro, man, ain't nothing can stop you, bro. Like I feel like honestly, if I can't tell you exactly when, but it was sometime before JoJo was born, where it was like my faith became strong or
Mm-hmm.
stronger. Because I mean, I was kind of somewhat going to church growing up. You know, everybody went to church growing up every Sunday, but it was like sometime before JoJo was born. I say mid-20s. I was with his mother at the time.
Dang, what a blessing.
Sometime at that point, like, bro, I started getting more to it. And to be honest, I tell anybody, bro, like, I watched the movie Son of God. That was one of them things. Like, I've always bought movies, but I bought that movie. I watched it from that day on, bro. I felt like that was God reeling me back in.
Mm-mm-mm.
From that day on, it's just like faith, bro. Like, um, and of course, I've always known or read different parts of the Bible. I even went to a Christian academy in sixth grade. But The Chosen, I believe it's on Amazon. You can watch like the first 4 seasons, and the fifth season about to come up. It's pretty much the story of Jesus' life, whatever. But
Okay.
that show actually, in my honest opinion, and that show is pretty much everything is Bible based. The role that Jesus played was to show y'all to have faith in him.
Mm.
Like every miracle he did was because you believe. Every miracle that he did biblically, like the blind, the bleeding, the leprosy, raising from the dead, it was because people had faith, bro. And I seen Casanat at the BET Awards. Was like, bro, just keep God first, keep Jesus first, bro. I've noticed over the last couple of years, CJ Stroud, different football players, God has become the center of a lot of people's lives more than
Mm. That's
preachers,
real.
bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the successful ones. It ain't people just they get the award, they thank God, yeah, appreciate it. It's like people literally saying, "My faith got me here." Like,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, bro, you had a downtime early in the year. You was confused, didn't know what's going on, but where you go with it? You went to God, bro.
Straight to God, man. Straight to God. This the first time, like, I don't know, man. Like I was finna say while listening to you when you said it was like 2000 what? 17?
No, no, it was like 2012, 13, 14, somewhere around there.
Yeah, man. Cause I was thinking like as soon as you said it, I'm like, jeez. Like, cause like it's a difference to like my whole life I thought I knew God and like
Mm-hmm.
had faith in God. But like to really know now what like to really have faith in God is and what it feel like, it's probably been a couple months, maybe close to I don't know, you know, Joe. I've been talking
Yeah,
to you about I would say what, 6 months maybe?
and I feel like He put us through trials and tribulation to realize that we got to keep our faith and that He is there. Like, if I'm on the work, if I'm on my way to work in the morning, I mean, of course, I gotta say it. I think a little differently than most people.
Mhm.
But if the average person on the way to work in the morning and they tire go flat on the highway, they gonna lose their shit.
They going
They gonna
shoot.
blow.
Man.
They not thinking about.
Cussing.
They not thinking about shit. They might have in the insurance. Somebody can come change their tire. They not
You
thinking
know what
about.
I mean?
They're not at the moment. They're not thinking about taking a picture, sending it to their boss immediately. They're not thinking about AAA or their cousin around the corner can
I
come get
bet
their.
say I couldn't stay 5 minutes, anything like no,
It's
you're right, bro.
sometimes people gotta like give it a second, bro. Just
No.
give.
I was about to say, bro, you really gotta like you you gotta collect yourself. You
Mm,
gotta you gotta always go straight to God. And the thing is, you can't just like have so-called faith. You gotta really have
Gotta
faith,
really.
like really have faith 100%.
And to think about it, bro, like people that really, really have faith in whatever they believe in, bro, you believing in something that you can't prove to be true. That's faith, dog. You can't you T.O. cannot go out and prove to somebody what God has done for you.
Mm-mm.
You believe God has done this for you. That's ultimate faith, dog. And that's for
Mm-hmm.
any religion, no matter who people pray to. Ultimate faith. You can read the Bible and it say Jesus healed the blind, leprosy, raised somebody from the dead, whatever. Healed the paralyzed. You could literally, like, you reading this. This person might not. They be like, man, come on, bro, that's impossible. You never seen that day in your life, but you believe it. Come on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Faith is to believe in the things that you cannot see.
Yep.
And I feel like once people get to that point, it changes, bro. Just like the Bible verse, a man that finds a wife finding a good thing,
Mm-hmm.
bro. We see it, and like I'm just basing it. Okay, I'm basing it on the sports world because we deep in the sports. Like one of our favorite podcasts is Nightcap, and they literally like put out the examples. As soon as this person gets married, their life changes for the better.
Mm-hmm.
It's the shit is right here in our face, bro.
And we follow God's word, man. I'm telling you, man. I promise you, it might not be overnight, but man, watch. Just the feeling alone, like you're gonna feel so much better, bro.
And just imagine we always had that level. You know what I'm saying? Of faith,
I wish. I wish.
bro.
I
You know,
wish. I wish. I wish.
be by now because like I know humans have a history of praying for things outrageous, right? Outrageous shit. Like,
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Not even outrageous shit. This go back to what we saying. God know better than us. We'll do something like, oh man, this good, Joe. We'll be like, I want to be like Diddy. Now you see how being like Diddy really is. Instead of praying, God, I wanna have a big house for my family one day. God, I wanna have a nice car for my family. I want the stuff that he maybe have, but like people might be like, man, I want to be like Jay-Z. I want to be like Usher. Like you don't know what they really going through, bro. You think you praying to get on a new level, but you praying to be worse than you really are. You might see this rich person how like even me sometimes. I go up to somebody's house for the first time to cut their grass, and it's a big house. I catch myself sometimes like, damn, I want to be like them. And then I'm like, no, I don't. I just want a house like that because to keep it real with you, my customers who got regular houses, stay in trailers and blah blah blah, they pay every time the check is due. It be the people in the nice house sometimes who like they even text you, or sometimes they'll ghost you, sometimes they'll text you, but like I get paid, blah, blah, blah. Can I at least have this? Like, I'm telling you, bro, just because they got a nice house, a nice car, you don't know what they really going through. They can have less in their bank account than you. And you stay in a one bedroom with 3 kids. You still can have more in your bank account than them. You could be healthier than them. Like, I don't know, man. It's big, bro. You just gotta let God do him, bro, because he know. he know
fact.
everything.
Think about it. Like, you remember we had our little music run. We were out performing and doing stuff, right? And we felt like we was this close to being to another level. Just think about with our mindsets that we had, if we would have millions of dollars, we would have fucked that money up.
Could have been drug addicts, could have went down a lot, could have went down a lot of roads.
A lot of negative roads.
Probably wasn't ready for that. Probably wasn't ready to be around the wrong people, the wrong industry. And God know what he doing. Might take us a little time, Joe, but he know what he doing, boy. I can't wait though.
But
Can't
that's the
wait.
amazing thing about faith, bro. That's like the phrase, you believe you can achieve it, bro. If you faithful, bro, anything that's in God's will, you can attain.
Come on now. It's for us.
It is, bro. We just
It's
gotta do it.
for us.
We gotta do it right. Like I know you remember, like you especially used to be like, bro, I go out here every day. I'm working hard. I'm doing everything right. But this nigga out here, this drug dealing and killing and doing
Beating
all.
his wife, cheating and killing all that. He living the best life every day. He don't got no worries. He ain't stressing. He get all the goods he want. He got all the money he want. He can go on vacations. He ain't got to worry about clocking in every day. Yeah, nah, that used to be me. For sure.
But that's that same person. They gotta look over their shoulder. They gotta worry about police. They gotta worry about somebody getting them.
Actually is really stressing. I'm thinking they not, but they really stressing way more than me.
Exactly. So so yeah, man, going into the weekend, man, we got to remain in our faith, continue to be prayed up, try to bless others. Like one thing I added to my prayers, bro, God bless me so I can become a blessing. Like just imagine you pull up to a homeless man and you can afford to give him not just a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying? Like, or you in a grocery store, you grocery shopping, and let's say the mother in front of you, she don't really got enough to get what she want, and you can tell her, you know what, go get what you want. Like, bro,
Instead of just getting this little stuff you was finna get, I'm finna fill your refrigerator up so you can feed your
right.
kids for really for this whole month. Like, I genuinely wanted to do stuff like that all my life. Like, genuinely, like, wanted to have a lot of money so I can help people. Somebody might get kicked out of their house or lose their house. Just imagine losing your house and you had one payment left.
That shit happens a
And
lot.
nobody around you want to help you out with this. I want to do shit like that. Like,
And I can honestly say, bro, a long time in my life, I was not thinking like that, bro. I was definitely not. I would probably say my son did.
mm,
I would probably say my son changed that, bro. Like,
mm,
like when he with me, and like I tell him, like, bro, I'm. He be like, Dad, you so good giving that man $1 or $2 or whatever I give him, and I tell him like,
mm-hmm.
some of these people they're gonna use this money for the wrong reasons. Some of these people might use this money for the right reasons. But at the end of the day, like everybody got problems, bro. Everybody in need.
Yeah. It ain't your point. It ain't your place to judge him because you don't know which one is which. Bro,
Exactly.
just do what your heart say. You couldn't imagine being in his position.
Exactly.
Like, we ain't asking you to get him half of your check. If you got $2 in your ashtray, bro, get that to him.
Right.
Even if that's your last, you know you got a job. You can find a way somehow a day or two, or next day, later on this afternoon to make some money, bro. Get that man them $2.
For real though. For real though. Like it's one, like he be on awesome. So I see him every day I get off the highway. Like he got a nub. I mean, so I'm imagining like at some point he was in the army. That's first thing come to my mind. But I know what he do. Like he in the spot and I don't want to say it like that, but the fiends is right here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you know we can spot him. Like
Mm-hmm.
but bro, like he got a nub, bro. And some point in his life he went through some crazy shit to lose his arm.
Say that.
I can't judge him for what he do now, bro.
We don't know what led him into that, like, for real, for real. And to judge him, mm,
But we not supposed to do that nowhere. I mean, of course we might be like, oh, this person's stupid or this person. We might have our opinions, but like you always say, bro, you never know what led a person to this.
never know. I don't care how bad it seems. It might be some heinous shit. We could say that's stupid. He fucked up. He need to go to jail, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But like to like actually try to judge them is wrong, bro. Cause you don't know what that woman been through. What led to that.
Well, man, like I was saying, let's go into this weekend, prayed up, be blessed,
Nah, sure.
try to be a blessing to someone else. If nothing else, shit, how you doing might change somebody's day, bro. Like, you know.
That's big facts. No, for real, Joe. That's real.
So let's just try to be good to the world, bro. No matter what the
Mm.
world, no matter how the world treat us.
No matter what they putting out, man, be good. Try your best to be good to the world. I second that, Joe.
Right. But I'm sure I'll be hit you up tomorrow night.
You know, you know it. You know, I
Oh,
can't wait.
so the way it's going, ain't no telling when we might need to do another podcast for real with the sports shit going.
Yes, yeah. I'm thinking for real, dog. Just something thinking Saturday gonna probably have to be one.
Yeah. So I
So it
guess
could be fresh on my mind and shit like that.
yeah. So we're just gonna say 10. Yeah, we're gonna go Saturday. We just go by word of mouth, see how it go. Yeah, man. I don't have a pick at the moment. I would say Indiana because they got home court. I would say the Thunder because they got to win it. But you say Thunder. Until the next show, man. That's it.
All right, my boy. I'ma holler at you, man.
Sir.
Hey, then.